Florida, legendary referee Bruce Owens here at Ronin Pro Wrestling 7, Broward College Gym in South Florida, Pembroke Pines. Bruce, everybody knows you. Fans know you, wrestlers know you, everybody in the back, everybody in the front. What made you become a referee?
Well, first of all, they know me, Jim, because I owe people a lot of money, so I'm well known. But besides that, let's get back to wrestling. I got into being a referee kind of ironically in reverse. I was a photographer, did some work, and after that, I was an announcer. Florida was getting busy. We were running double shots, so they needed 2 announcers. I became one of them. And quite frankly, I got tired of carrying the suits and having to iron them and everything at the arenas back then. So I ended up talking to Michael Hayes and Dutch Montel. They were booking and co-booking in Florida at the time. I said, what do I need to do to be a referee? They said, what do you know about refereeing? I said, nothing. They said, you're the perfect ref. Show up in Orlando. And basically they told me, you know, be in the wrong place at the right time, stick to the corners. Anybody's about to hit you, always go left. That way you don't collide. And ironically, my first match was a Broadway, Dale Vesey and Mike Golden, and they said, you can't screw it up. And I said, man, I'm really nervous. So I went out there, and the match ended as a draw, and instead of raising both guys' hands up, I jumped out of the ring and left them standing there looking at each other and looking at me. And 25 years later, I ran into Michael Hayes again at the American Airlines Arena. The very first show was wrestling there. And I was working that card, and I went over, and obviously my hair was a little shorter now than it was then. And I said, excuse me, Mike, I don't know if you remember me. And he says, yeah, you're the only guy to ever F up a Broadway. So, you know, that's kind of the one thing I had to my criteria. Ran into Dutch Mantell later on the TNA show. That's, again, like 15, 20 years later. I say, Dutch, I don't know if you remember me. Same thing. So I got a little reputation of being probably the only guy of screwing up a Broadway, of leaving both guys standing in there. And the problem was it was TV. So, you know, that was a little expensive, you know. But
they always remembered you, Bruce.
Yeah, I was remembered. And then, you know, God bless Gordon Sola. He found a way to cover to make me look like I had some place to go, you know. So, but I love being a referee. I love the interaction with the guys, the gals, the fans. You know, as always, you see me, I try to pick a few people out and get them to participate, because you know what, if they're a star, then they're going to tell their friends or family, and they start bringing people with them. And at the end of the night, what we all want to do is have great athleticism, everybody perform, be safe, and not get killed. And we want to make sure that the fans got their minds worth. If they paid $10 for a ticket, we want to make sure they got $20 worth or more. And at the end of the day, it's good and wholesome entertainment. I mean, we're not doing the stuff that's crazy, and you know, you can bring your family to these shows, and that's the important thing. It's a good, clean product. It's hard fighting. Everybody works hard, but at the end of the day, you'll never be embarrassed to take your children, your mother, your father, or anybody to the matches.
And Bruce, I'm going to throw one at you, because I wanted to ask you this. The referee shirt. Is there a special place you go to get your referee shirts?
Yeah, eBay. eBay, you know. I don't know, I used to buy them at these expensive places, then I found out about this thing called eBay, so you know, it's kind of crazy, because I'm one of the older guys, you know, being 61. My first job, I was a waiter at the Last Supper, you know, and I'm one of the few people to have an autographed copy of the Bible personalized to myself, you know, so.
And they didn't have eBay back then, Bruce.
Yeah, no, they didn't, so sometime I'll show you the autographed copy of the Bible, and it's personalized to me, you know.
All right, Bruce, thank you so much.
Hey, Jim, it's an honor and pleasure. I'm glad you keep the coverage going for South Florida wrestling.